up, you guys? My name is Elizabeth Polk and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you stopped by and I hope you continue to stick around. But do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It is free, and just by subscribing motivates me to put out more and better content each time. Before we get into today's video, let's first get into this twist out. Now, I'm not the best at twist outs. I'm still learning to perfect it, but I think this one turned out pretty good. Still see a lot of definition, not a whole lot of frizz. I did try to stretch it a little bit. Like when my hair in its natural state is like so short, it's like it's super short. But I really like this twist out. I think I did pretty good, and of course I can only get better. I feel like you guys haven't seen me with my natural hair in a really long time, so I felt the need to do my next video with my natural hair. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about why you should ditch the razors, ditch the Nair, the Veet, hair removal creams, all that, and start getting Brazilian waxes. Now, I'm not coming to you as a esthetician. I'm not an esthetician. I'm just coming to you as someone that gets Brazilian waxes herself. I've been getting Brazilian waxes now since July of last year, so it's been almost a year, and it definitely changed my life for the best, and it could probably do the same for you. No, scratch that. It will do the same for you. Spring is here. Summer is just literally less than a month away. We're going to be outside. We're going to be at beach parties in our shorts and our bikinis. And of course, you're probably thinking that you need to shave, but you don't. You need to start getting waxes. So if you've been contemplating about getting Brazilian waxes, but been kind of scared because you didn't know maybe about the pain level or you know what all comes with it, I feel like this video is going to help you and be confirmation that you need to start getting Brazilian waxes. So without further ado, sorry about the long introduction. Let's just jump right into the video. Number one, the reason why you should start getting Brazilian waxes and stop shaving and using hair removal creams. Number one, it stops the hassle of shaving every day. Whether you use razors or Nair or Veet or any type of hair removal cream, you know that once you shave today, the next day or the day afterwards, it's already started growing back. And that's such a hassle because that means that you're basically having to shave like 2 and 3 times a week. Versus when waxing, you get your wax today and your hair doesn't start growing back until literally like 2 weeks after you get your wax. That's because unlike shaving, waxing removes the hair from the root, so it causes it like to slow down on growing back. And I'm telling you, it is the most amazing feeling going like 2 weeks without having to worry about shaving, and you're so smooth and you're soft and there's no hair. It is nothing like it. You want to walk around feeling hairless and smooth and soft for a couple weeks, not a couple days, but a couple weeks. If you want to be able to just throw on a bikini whenever you want and don't have to worry about, you know, it already growing back, or you maybe have, you know, appointment coming up or anything, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I gotta shave or I gotta use Nair. No, with waxing, you don't have to worry about any of that. Okay, so now this brings me to my next point. Number 2, it's better for your hair growth. So once you start waxing, it is so important to continue to waxing. Once you start waxing, do not, and I mean do not ever at any point in time go back to shaving with razors or using Nair or Veet or whatever, because that basically throws off your wax cycle and it starts you back all over again. But when you are consistent with getting your waxes, me personally, I get my Brazilian waxes every 5 weeks minimum and 6 weeks at the most. Some people go every 4 weeks. I guess it just really depends. But once you start getting Brazilian waxes more constantly, your hair not only grows back softer, but thinner, and yes, it doesn't grow back as quick as well. So once you can got Brazilian waxes at least probably like about 5 or 6 times, you would definitely start to see your hair growing back so much thinner, It's growing back so much softer. It's growing back really slower. And really, once you start getting Brazilian waxes, you really don't get the I'm trying to use the right terminology. You really don't get like the whole like bush, I guess that's really what I'm trying to say. I mean, like, it grows back, but it never grows back, like I said, as thick or as full like ever once you start getting waxes and you're consistent with it. But like I said, you have to be consistent, going every 4 or 5 weeks or however often you go, as well as making sure that you at never any point in time shave or use Nair or Veet, any just like one particular little area. No, because it's just going to throw off your cycle and you have to start back all over again. So now this brings me to my third point, number 3. You don't have to worry about getting chemical burns from hair removal creams. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this because y'all are my family and I love you guys. And on this channel, we keep it real. But from the time I was like, 13 or 14 until last year when I started getting my Brazilian waxes, I was using hair removal creams, primarily Nair. Now, don't come for me in the comments, okay? I know using hair removal creams down there is not good at all because they contain so many chemicals, and you're putting all those chemicals on a very sensitive, intimate area of your body. And my esthetician even told me that basically putting Nair or Veet or any hair removal creams down there to remove hair from your intimate area is as equivalent as basically putting a hair relaxer on your hair. It's just not good at all, and it could cause like discoloration as well. And if you've used Nair or Veet before down there, you know that if you get it too close to that area and you think that you can go and use the bathroom like right after, you know, applying it on, honey, when I tell you, you will literally feel fire down there. Like, it's just an unbearable pain. Like, I mean, that's happened to me on many incidents of me using hair removal creams. But I feel like last year was the straw for me because when I had used, I think it was Nair, and I don't know what I did, but I used it, and for some reason, like, it burned for like 2 or 3 days, and that's something that had never happened to me before. And like I said, I've been using Nair since I was probably like 13, 14, so like 9, 10 years. And I was like, okay, this is the last straw. I'm tired of dealing with this. Like, I'm getting Brazilian waxes. And once I started getting Brazilian waxes, I never looked back, and I never have to worry about, like, say, getting chemical burns or just burning or just that irritation that comes along with hair removal creams. So I'm telling you now, if you're somebody that uses hair removal creams, I know you may think, oh, it's easy and it's quick. And yes, it is easy and it's quick, but it's just really damaging it in the long run. Like, so you're gonna suffer from discoloration, you could suffer from chemical burns. It's just not good. So ditch the Nair, ditch the Veet, and start getting Brazilian waxes. So now this brings me to number 4. My next reason why you should ditch the razors and the hair removal creams and get waxes. It can help reduce ingrown hairs. Now, for my African American queens like myself, we are actually more prone to getting ingrown hairs than other races. My esthetician actually told me this. The reason why is because our hair is naturally curly. And what an ingrown hair is a hair that it doesn't grow out, but it actually like curls under the skin. And because our hair is, you know, naturally curly, coily, kinky, we are more prone to getting ingrown hairs. But getting waxes can help reduce you getting ingrown hairs. Not saying that, you know, if you start getting waxes, you won't get ingrown hairs at all, but it definitely reduces your chances of getting ingrown hairs. Another way of helping to reduce ingrown hairs as well is also to make sure that you are exfoliating on, you know, a consistent basis. That's very important as well when you are getting waxes. So just to make sure that you're exfoliating at least 2 or 3 times a week to just remove, you know, dead skin from that area, as well as also to make sure, like, right when you the day of, well, no, the day before your wax appointment, that you make sure that you exfoliate as well. If you guys want me to like to do a video on the things like you should do before, things you should and should not do before and after your wax appointment, let me know down below in the comments and I will do that video. But yes, so it can definitely, like I said, help with ingrown hairs. One of the services that I love getting from my esthetician is facials. And I'm trying to see like what's the best way to like explain facials, but I know they use like a steam, and it's like opens up like your pores and stuff down there. Getting a vajacial actually removes the ingrown hairs and allows like the products and things that they use to seep in, and just leaves it all smooth and ingrown hair free. And I just love getting vajacials. I don't get them every time I get my wax. I get, you know, maybe like my 5-week treatment, and then afterwards I get my vajacial, and then like I just switch it up every other time. But vajacials are really good as well. So if you start getting waxes, definitely look into vajacials. I really love those. And if you bother with ingrown hairs like myself, this can definitely help. I also have a homemade sugar scrub that I use that's been helping me with my ingrown hairs. I'm going to do a video about that on my channel, how I make it. So definitely subscribe to my channel if you already haven't, and be on the lookout for that. So yes, and also too, I do have a family member that suffers from eczema, and before she was getting waxes, she just started getting waxes, I think the end of last year, beginning of this year. Her doctor had told her that she needed to stop shaving and start getting waxes, that it would, I guess, help the area. I really don't know too much about eczema or anything, but I know she told me that her doctor told her to, you know, stop shaving and start getting waxes. And she said that getting waxes has definitely, like I said, just helped, I guess, with, you know, her skin condition down there with shaving. I guess she doesn't suffer from like, you know, irritation, or I guess things that, you know, come with having eczema. So if you have things such as eczema, or probably any other, you know, skin related issues as well, waxing could probably help. But of course, I definitely recommend you consulting with your doctor first before getting waxes. So now it brings me to my fifth and final tip on why you should ditch the hair removal creams and razors and get waxes. Number 5, it makes you feel confident and beautiful. Whenever I get my Brazilian wax, when I leave from the place, I just feel so confident. I feel so beautiful and sexy. I feel hairless. I feel smooth. Like I just feel like a new woman, and I can just, you know, accomplish anything. Like I can take over the world. And that's one thing I love about getting Brazilian wax, is that definitely like gives you like a boost in your confidence, like how I stated before in this video, because like I said, your skin is so smooth and it's soft, and it's going to be hairless for such a long time. You know, you can wear a bikini whenever you want, you can wear short shorts, and I mean, if you have a boo, I mean, I don't have a boo, but you know, you have a boo, your boo's probably, you know, really gonna love it too. Every person that I've talked to that's gotten Brazilian waxes, like they will tell you like there's nothing like getting a Brazilian wax. They will never go back to shaving, never go back to using hair removal creams. I've yet to meet a person that's now getting Brazilian waxes that said that they stopped to go back to shaving and using Nair V and everything, because once you get Brazilian waxes, you are hooked. Like I said, you are hooked. You will never look at a razor again. You will never look at V or Nair. Like they will literally change your life for the better. Now I do have a couple tips regarding Brazilian waxes. So like I said, if you've never had a Brazilian wax before and you're looking into it, I definitely would recommend you making sure that you go to someone who is licensed, who is professional, making sure that they have, you know, their a set location. I wouldn't recommend going to somebody's house. That's just my personal opinion. There's stories about women going to women who weren't licensed to do their Brazilian waxes, and how they left and they suffered so much irritation and infection, you know, as a result of getting the Brazilian wax. So please make sure, like I said, that you're going to somebody who is licensed, who is professional, and has, you know, a set location to do the Brazilian waxes at, but also make sure that whatever location you go to, that it's a safe environment, it's a clean environment. I mean, I would hate to go somewhere and getting hair removal from an intimate area from my body, and the place has a smell, or I see bugs, or I see mold. Like, no. That is all that I have for this video today. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. If this video inspired you to go and start getting Brazilian waxes, please let me know down below in the comments what was your experience like. And if I could rate my experiences on getting Brazilian waxes, the experience overall is 10 out of 10. Definitely would recommend. And if I can rate the pain level, honestly, I'd say it would be a 7, and that's because of the labia area. The labia area is definitely the most sensitive. To me, that's a 7. The actual bikini area will probably be like a 5, and the buttocks area is probably like a 4. It really doesn't hurt at all. Now, I know everyone's pain tolerance is different. I feel like I don't have a high pain tolerance. I don't even have tattoos or piercings. So I would say that if you have a tattoo or piercing, you probably could definitely get Brazilian waxes. Like, I mean, and of course, like I said, it may hurt at first, your pain tolerance may be a little bit lower than mine, maybe a little higher. But of course, as you continue to get Brazilian waxes, the pain level decreases over time. So that's all I really have for this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do not forget to give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys are following me on all my social media accounts to keep up with my life off camera. And make sure that you guys hit that notification bell so you will be the first to be notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.